Title: Peter and the Talking Animals. Once upon a time, in a charming village surrounded by lush meadows and rolling hills, there lived a young boy named Peter. Peter was known throughout the village for his love of adventure and his kind heart. He had a special bond with the animals of the forest, and he often spent his days exploring and talking to them. One bright and sunny morning, as Peter ventured deeper into the forest, he noticed something extraordinary. The animals around him were not just any animals, they were talking animals. The rabbits, birds, squirrels, and even the deer all chatted and laughed like old friends. Peter's eyes widened in amazement as he approached a group of chatty rabbits. "Hello, Peter," said one of the rabbits with a friendly grin. "Isn't it a wonderful day for an adventure?" Peter couldn't believe his ears. "You can talk," he exclaimed. The animals giggled and nodded. "Of course, we can," said a wise old owl perched on a nearby branch. "In this enchanted part of the forest, we all have the gift of speech. We've been waiting for someone like you to join our conversations." With a heart full of excitement, Peter spent his days talking to the animals, sharing stories, and learning from their wisdom. He learned about the secret language of the birds, the hidden treasures of the squirrels, and the songs of the wind. One day, as Peter was sitting by the river with a friendly beaver named Benny, he noticed that the river banks were littered with trash left behind by careless visitors. The once clear water was now murky, and the animals were distressed. Peter knew he had to do something to help. He gathered his talking animal friends and devised a plan to clean the river and protect their beloved home. They organized a village cleanup day, and with the help of the talking animals, the villagers were inspired to join in. As the villagers and the talking animals worked side by side, the riverbanks began to sparkle once more. Peter and his friends shared stories of the importance of caring for the environment, and the villagers promised to be more mindful of their surroundings. With the river clean and the forest thriving, Peter and the talking animals celebrated their victory with a grand feast. They danced and sang beneath the starry sky, and Peter realized that he had found a family in his newfound friends. As time passed, the village and the forest grew closer together. The villagers learned to appreciate the beauty of the natural world and the wisdom of the talking animals. The animals, in turn, enjoyed the companionship and care of their human friends. One day, as Peter sat by the river, he whispered a heartfelt thank you to the wise old owl for introducing him to the talking animals. The owl smiled and replied, "You see, Peter, it is kindness and friendship that make our world enchanting. And now, you are part of our magical world too." From that day on, Peter and the talking animals continued their adventures together, sharing stories, wisdom, and the beauty of their enchanted forest. The bond between humans and nature grew stronger, reminding everyone that kindness and friendship could make the world a more wonderful place. And so, in the charming village surrounded by meadows and hills, the story of Peter and the talking animals became a cherished tale, teaching children that when we care for the environment and make friends with nature, we become part of a magical world filled with love and wonder. The end. Title: The Friendly Ghost in the Attic. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house nestled at the edge of a quiet town, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was a cheerful and adventurous girl who loved to explore every nook and cranny of her home. She especially loved the attic, which was filled with all sorts of forgotten treasures. One sunny afternoon, as Lily was rummaging through the attic, she heard a soft, gentle voice whispering from the shadows. "Hello there," the voice said, "I'm Casper, the friendly ghost who lives in your attic." Lily blinked in surprise and peered into the darkness. There, floating before her, was a friendly and translucent figure with a warm smile. It was Casper, indeed, the friendliest ghost she had ever met. "Wow! A real ghost!" Lily exclaimed, her eyes shining with wonder. Casper chuckled and nodded. "Yes, but I promise I'm not here to scare anyone. I've been watching over your family for years, and I've always wanted to be your friend." Lily's fear vanished, replaced by excitement. She reached out her hand, and to her surprise, her fingers passed right through Casper. It felt like touching a gentle breeze. Lily and Casper became fast friends. They spent their days exploring the attic together, discovering old books, dusty toys, and forgotten trinkets. Casper shared stories of the past, and Lily listened with rapt attention. One day, while rummaging through a dusty chest, Lily found a faded photograph of a young boy named Thomas. Casper's eyes filled with sadness as he gazed at the photo. "That's me," he said softly. "I was once a living boy, just like you." Lily was curious. "What happened, Casper?" Casper explained that many years ago, he had become a ghost after a magical mishap. He had been lonely in the attic until Lily came along. He told her that he wished he could experience the world like a real boy again. Lily's heart ached for her new friend. She was determined to help Casper. She decided to consult her grandmother, who was known for her knowledge of magic. Lily's grandmother listened to their story and smiled. She gave Lily a small bottle of sparkling potion and said, "This potion will grant one wish, Lily. Use it wisely." Lily and Casper returned to the attic, where Lily made her wish. She wished for Casper to be a real boy again, to experience life and adventure once more. With a shimmer of magic, Casper transformed into a living boy. He blinked in astonishment, feeling the warmth of the sun on his skin and the breeze in his hair. Lily and Casper's adventures continued, but now they were both living children, filled with the joy of life. They explored the town, climbed trees, and shared countless laughs. As the years passed, Casper and Lily remained best friends, their bond stronger than ever. They never forgot the attic and the magical wish that had brought them together. And so, in the cozy little house at the edge of the town, the story of the friendly ghost in the attic became a cherished tale, teaching children that friendship and kindness could work magic in the most unexpected ways, and that sometimes, the greatest adventures are the ones shared with friends, whether they're living or not. The end. Title: Jungle Safari with Jungle Jimmy. Once upon a time, in a small village on the edge of a lush and mysterious jungle, there lived a young boy named Jimmy. Jimmy was known throughout the village for his boundless curiosity and his love of nature. He dreamed of exploring the jungle that stretched beyond the village, a place filled with exotic creatures and hidden wonders. One sunny morning, as Jimmy was gazing at the jungle from his bedroom window, he spotted something amazing. It was a colorful flyer that had been blown by the wind and stuck to his window pane. It read, "Join Jungle Jimmy on a grand jungle safari adventure." Jimmy's eyes sparkled with excitement. He had always wanted to explore the jungle, and now he had the perfect opportunity. The flyer provided details about the safari, including a meeting point at the edge of the jungle. Without wasting a moment, Jimmy gathered his supplies, a backpack, a canteen of water, and his trusty binoculars. He waved goodbye to his family and set off toward the jungle. At the meeting point, he met Jungle Jimmy, a friendly and experienced safari guide who had explored the jungle for many years. Jungle Jimmy had a broad smile and wore a hat adorned with colorful feathers. "Welcome, young explorer." Jungle Jimmy greeted him warmly. "Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime?" Jimmy nodded eagerly, and together, they ventured into the heart of the jungle. The trees towered above them, their leaves forming a lush canopy that filtered the sunlight into dappled patterns on the ground. As they walked deeper into the jungle, Jungle Jimmy introduced Jimmy to the incredible wildlife that called the jungle home. They spotted monkeys swinging from the trees, colorful parrots perched on branches, and butterflies with wings as vibrant as the rainbow. Jimmy couldn't contain his excitement as he watched the animals in their natural habitat. He felt like he was in a magical world, surrounded by the wonders of nature. As they continued their safari, Jungle Jimmy shared fascinating facts about the jungle's plants and animals. He taught Jimmy to identify different types of trees and how to listen for the calls of birds and insects. They also encountered some of the jungle's more mysterious creatures, like a slithery snake that shimmered with iridescent scales, and a playful jaguar cub who peered at them from behind the foliage. Lunchtime arrived, and Jimmy and Jungle Jimmy sat down by a crystal-clear stream. They enjoyed a simple picnic surrounded by the peaceful sounds of nature. Jimmy felt a deep sense of connection to the jungle and its inhabitants. In the afternoon, they came across a breathtaking waterfall hidden deep within the jungle. The water cascaded down in shimmering sheets, creating a sparkling pool below. Jimmy couldn't resist taking a refreshing dip in the cool water, and Jungle Jimmy joined in the fun. As the day drew to a close, they began their journey back to the village. Jimmy's heart was filled with gratitude for the incredible adventure he had experienced. Back in the village, Jimmy waved goodbye to Jungle Jimmy, promising to return for more jungle safaris in the future. He had learned that the jungle was not just a place of mystery and beauty, but also a place of respect and conservation. And so, in the small village on the edge of the jungle, the story of Jungle Safari with Jungle Jimmy became a cherished tale, teaching children the importance of exploring and appreciating the wonders of nature while also respecting and preserving the fragile balance of the natural world. The end.